Hi friends, my name is Abhishek and you are watching Maths Magic channel on YouTube. Today we are going to discuss about theory of square roots of real numbers. If you want to show real numbers on the number line, how we can show that thing is discussed in this theory. In theory, they have discussed about the real number, and in that real number they are considering a as a natural number. We know that natural number starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 and up to infinite. Now if we take the root of a, because we have to find the square root, so if we apply the square root here, then root a is equal to b. If this is natural number and here equal sign is there, then this is also natural number or greater than 0. So squaring both sides, we are getting a is equal to b square. So b is greater than 0. This is discussed in the theory. What they are telling us, that if a is greater than 0, then b is also greater than 0, because a is natural number and natural numbers generally starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So they come to the conclusion that let a is greater than 0 be a real number. We know that real number comprises of the rational number, irrational number, natural number, whole number and integers. So they are telling us that a is any real number. We want to find the square roots of real numbers on the number line. So we are considering a as the real number, but in the starting phase they are taking it as natural number, because natural number is also coming under real number. So a is any real number and it is greater than 0, then root a is equal to b. Squaring both sides, we are getting a is equal to b square and b is greater than 0. So on the final statement or in the conclusion, they are saying to us, or they are telling us, that now we will find root x for any given positive real number x geometrically. So we will now find the value of root x geometrically. So they have given the example of root 3.5, where root 3.5 is a real number. We have already studied earlier that numbers which are not rational are irrational and are also coming under the group of real numbers. So we want to find the answer or root 3.5 on the number line. For that they have given a process. Suppose you draw a number line according to the scale. Now they are telling us to start from 0. Now go 3. If you want to find root 3.5, then you have to take 3.5 units distance on the left hand side of the 0. So now we are taking 3.5 units. In the book it is written 3.5 units, but you take 3.5 centimeter. If you take 3.5 centimeter, then you will get this point. Now you have to go 1 centimeter in the right direction, or from the 0 in the right direction. So now we will get this point 1 centimeter from 0 in the right direction. So we have to find the center of this point and this point, this point and this point. To find the center, we have to take the arc method. Take the measurement more than half approximately and draw an arc from this point and from this point. So we will get a point on the above of number line. When you get this point, take the 180 degree circle master, put your circle master, put your 90 degree line on the number line and join this point with the number line. So now you will get the center of the circle. After you get the center of the circle, take the measurement on the compass and draw an arc, semicircle. When you draw the semicircle, now again what you have to do, you have to take the 180 degree circle master and put on the 0 and extend the line on the semicircle. When you extend the line on the semicircle with the help of this 180 degree circle master and pencil, you will get a point. This point is the measurement of root 3.5. What we have done, first we have drawn the number line, then we have taken the 0 as the base point, then we have gone 3.5 units back and taken 1 point. We have gone 1 unit forward and taken this point. Then we have found out this point, that is the midpoint of this both the points. After taking midpoint, we have extended this midpoint on the number line. Then we have taken this point as the center and drawn the arc, and now we are extending this point 0 on this semicircle. So we are getting this point. So this is the root 3.5. Now if we take the compass and draw the arc from this point on the number line, we will draw the arc from this point on the number line, we will get the measurement of root 3.5. This is the method of describing root x or root a, that is real number on the number line. So the question arises here, how is it possible that the distance taken or this perpendicular distance taken from 0 is root x? So for that they are telling us one theory that is discussed in this topic. Suppose you take the 0 point as b, and if you are going for any value of x, here we have taken 3.5. Suppose x is 3.5 or 3.5 is x, then we will go back side or x unit in this left direction and 1 unit in the positive direction. Then we will find this center point. How we will find this center point? We will take the arc method. With the help of this arc method, we will find this center point. Now if we take the measurement with the help of this 180 degree circle master, we will get this point here. So we have got the center. After we get the center, we can easily draw the arc semicircle. Yes, we can draw the semicircle. After drawing semicircle, we can extend this point b onto the semicircle and we will get this point. This is the root x. Why this is root x? This is discussed by Pythagoras theorem. And when we get this point, we can extend this point taking b as the center and bd as the radius and extend this point on the number line. So this theory is given by the proof is given by the Pythagoras theorem. Suppose OBD is a right angle triangle. OBD is a right angle triangle. Then OB, OD and OA is radius. OC, OD and OA is radius. That is, it is a right angle triangle. Also the radius of the circle is x plus 1 upon 2 units. Why it is x plus 1? X plus 1. So upon 2. So x plus 1 is diameter. Diameter by 2 is radius. So to obtain OC, OD and OA as the radius, we are taking the radius as x plus 1 by 2 units. Therefore OC is equal to OD is equal to OA is equal to x plus 1 by 2 units. Now OB is equal to x minus x plus 1 by 2. To find OB, we will subtract x plus 1 that is x plus 1 by 2, that is radius, from x. If we want the measurement of OB, if we want the length of OB, then we have to subtract radius OA from x. If we subtract radius OA from x, we will get OB. So here we have reduced or subtracted x minus x plus 1 by 2. Taking LCM, 2x minus x minus 1, that is 2x minus x, that is x minus 1 by 2. So we have got two things, OB and OD. Now putting OD and OB in the Pythagoras theorem, that is OB square plus BD square is equal to OD square, that is OD square is the hypotenuse. So OB square plus BD square is equal to OD square. So putting all the values in this Pythagoras theorem equation, we get OD square minus OB square, because we want to find BD. We want to find BD. We know that OD is radius and OB is x minus 1 by 2. So putting all the values in the equation, we will get x plus 1 by 2, that is OD. We have find here x plus 1 by 2 is radius, and OB is x minus 1 by 2, that we have find out here by LCM. So x plus 1 by 2 whole square minus x minus 1 by 2 whole square. Taking 1 by 4 as the common, we will get in the bracket, because 1 by 2 whole square, that is 1 by 4. Here also 1 by 4 in common, so we are taking 1 by 4 common. So we will get x plus x square plus 2x plus 1, x plus 1 whole square, that is x plus x square plus 2x plus 1, and minus sign here. Then x minus 1 whole square, that is x square minus 2x plus 1. So solving this, we will get x square plus 2x plus 1. Then this is minus sign, minus plus minus, minus minus plus, minus plus minus. So cancelling x square minus x square plus 1 minus 1. So we are getting 4x 2x plus 2x, that is 4x by 4. 4 are cancelled, so we are getting final answer as x. Here it is BD square. BD square is equal to x. So when we remove the square, we will get BD is equal to root x. That's why, my dear friends, we are getting BD as root x. So by this method, we can show any real number on the number line. Finally, they are discussing the theory. This construction gives us a visual and geometric way of showing that root x exists for all real numbers greater than numbers x greater than 0. Here they are considering x as the any real number or all the real numbers greater than 0. BC as the, we consider BC as the number line. So for this process, we are considering BC as the number line, then B as 0 and C as 1. Then we are considering B as 0 and C as 1 unit. This is BC is 1 unit. Then draw an arc with center B and radius BD. We have to draw the arc with center B and radius BD. We have to draw the arc with center B and radius BD on the BC line, number line BC. So we will get point E. The point E is the representation of root E, that is the E represent root x or any real number, square root of any real number on the number line. Then they are discussing about the cube roots. Till now we have considered about the square roots. Now we will discuss about the cube roots. That cube root of 8, cube root 8 is answer 2, and fifth root of 243 is 3. Then they have given the theory that from these examples, can you define nth root of a for a real number a greater than 0 and a positive integer n. Let a is greater than 0 be a real number and n be a positive integer, then nth root of a is equal to b. If b raised to n is equal to a and b is greater than 0, note that the symbol root used in root 2, cube root 8, nth root of a, etc. is called radical sign. We have to remember this symbol as the radical sign. What they are discussing in this theory, they are discussing that this 8 is a, this 3 is n, or this 5 is n, this 243 is a, then this is b. What they are discussing this theory, that if a is positive real number, b is also positive, then n is also positive, then we can simply say that if we a, b and n all are positive, then we can get the solution. That they have this thing is discussed in the theory. For your convenience, I have written here 2 cube is equal to 8. If you multiply 2 3 times, you will get 8 as the answer. So taking 2 as the b, n as the 3, we will get 8 as the a. So if you consider a as 8, b as 2 and n as 3, you will get the correlation or the understanding of the theory. Similarly, here 243 is a, b is 3 and n is 5. So 3 times 5 times 3 is multiplied, then we are getting answer as 243. This is the output or the understanding of this theory. So here our topic, that square root representation on the number line of square root of real numbers is completed. Thank you and have a nice day, my dear friends.